So I want to talk about social media, and particularly what Russia is doing with its social media to trying to gain control over the population. So here's Medvedev. Medvedev proudly joins Max, new Russian national messenger. Here, Russia will tell the truth, even if it makes you want to send Marines or submarines, he says. Well, either way is probably fair. Quote, the poet Medkovsky will talk about various rubbish addressing Russia's enemies. Okay, so here's what he had to say in this video. And he's introducing this new like Facebook or Telegram or whatever. It's supposed to be this all-inclusive app that is the national app. So they're all on the same page. And wouldn't Russia love that? Let's just see what he says. Welcome to Max, our national messenger. We will continue to talk about the most important and pressing topics, to talk about solving the problems facing us all, about what else needs to be done for the well-being of our people and for the prosperity of our beloved Russia. Okay, it sounds great so far, but what he's going to actually be talking about is having a controlled messenger app or that everybody uses, that the Russian government can peek behind the scenes to see what you're talking about. Okay. Talk about the arrangement of pieces on the international chessboard and the balance of power in the world. Tell the truth, even if it makes you want to impose new sanctions, block accounts, or send submarines. Well, and sometimes, of course, we will have to. As Vladimir Makovsky said, we'll talk about various rubbish, namely about the Russia's enemies, without using the language of tolerance. It's possible to determine who is who. Like, okay, you can talk bad about your enemies all you want. Talk about Russia? That might be bad for you. Who among them is a freak and who is a moron? Direct communication is the most important factor in our unity, in the condition of our victory. Okay, so that's how he's introducing this new app. It's going to be the Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, all rolled into one. Okay, what could go wrong there? So here's RT talking about, not RT, Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty. Russia's plan for a super app. The Kremlin wants to replace WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTube, and more. Max is a big step in that direction. And, what could go wrong with that? Let's listen.
The Kremlin is building a super app. They want it to replace all these apps. What could go wrong? After years of work, Russia formally rolled out Messenger Max in July. It's a new state-backed national messaging app. The idea is you have a one-stop shopping app that eventually will allow you to do everything you need in life. Looking for a date, send money, pay taxes, stream music, share dumb cat videos, use Max. You can't do all those other things yet on Max. It's just for messaging.
For now, but they're going to create it in such a way that you're doing everything on it. You're not using Telegram, which Russia can't control, by the way. You're using Max like everybody else. And then if you get out of step or off message, well, then you can have the kind of problem that everybody else can have if they get off step and out of message. It's a way of increasing the authoritarian kind of crackdown in a subtle way by giving you the tool that they're going to use to oppress you. It's really bizarre to watch.
But all that's coming. Max was built by the company behind VK. That's Russia's equivalent to Facebook. VK is Russia's dominant social media platform. It's also closely connected to the Kremlin. Authorities are running a heavy marketing campaign to get Russians to switch to Max. Schools have to use it for official chats and communication.
Okay, so it's already by law, like this is what you already have to do if you're in a school or other government entity. And so it's going to be easier for people to have to convert because they kind of already have to use it for that.
Regulators have ordered it pre-installed on Russian phones and tablets. Local officials are being strong-armed into switching over to it for official announcements. So WhatsApp and Telegram have long been Russians' preferred choice for messaging apps.
Right, because Telegram is very safe. It's incredibly safe. It's encrypted in such a way that, and the founder created it for precisely that purpose.
But regulators have put the squeeze on them, trying to ban them outright.
Because they can't control them. That's why they put the squeeze on them.
The idea is to make Macs not only fast and uber convenient, but also cut off any real alternative. There's a template for this. It's called WeChat. It is the app used in China. 1 billion people use it every day. It's easy, it's convenient, it's indispensable. It's also accessible by the Chinese government anytime it wants.
They can spy on you. What fun.
So, information about, say, sensitive subjects like the plight of the Uyghurs. It's manipulated, censored, shadow banned. Eventually, that'll be the case with Macs.
And it's worse than that. I'll show you what the Chinese do in just a moment. It's worse than just shadow banning.
You want to discuss how many men Russia has lost in its war against Ukraine? Good luck with that.
Oh, don't call it a war, because calling it a war rather than a special military operation can get you sent to jail.
That's going to set off alarm bells for the algorithm and for the people in charge of making sure people are talking about the right things. That is, according to the Kremlin. But wait, there's...
Yeah, so that's really the whole purpose of this super app, is to make sure that you control what the audience is talking about. There's an analog to this. In World War II, I read Goebbels' diaries as part of my master's thesis preparation, and Goebbels complained about how, the Nazis gave out these radios, and these radios only got one station. It was the official government station. And he was complaining about how to keep them tuned in, they have to give out 70% of popular music to get 30% of propaganda in. And like he had figured out the formula. It's the same kind of thing, just the modern twist on an app.
There's more. See, the Chinese have built their own sovereign internet. It's called the Great Firewall. WeChat is a major part of that. Russia can't quite do the same thing, but they're trying. Take YouTube, for example. It's a major source for uncensored news and information inside Russia. Russian officials have been throttling it, slowing it down, trying to make Russians lose patience and give up. They've been building an alternative, something called VK Video. It's not ready yet, but it's coming soon. Who's building it? The same people who built Macs, who are the same people behind the country's main social media platform. See where this is all headed?
Yeah, if your goal is less freedom rather than more freedom, all bad things are coming from it. Let me just show you some things real quick. Chinese social credit system. I know it's a little bit cut off. It's the best I can do here. Chinese social credit system is a government initiative designed to rate the trustworthiness of its citizens and businesses through the collection and analysis of vast amounts of data. The system uses a combination of financial, criminal, governmental, and digital data to create a comprehensive profile, and it includes both punishments for bad behavior, such as travel bans, and difficulty getting loans, and rewards for good behavior, like discounted travel and better loan terms. While a single unified system does not fully exist, as sometimes portrayed, the overarching goal is to promote lawful and honest conduct across society. And it's also trying to control the people at the same time. The once untrustworthy, always restricted China's social credit system. And like they monitor faces and figure out where you go and all kinds of that. You just don't want to go into that kind of culture. But meanwhile, Kim Jong-un is declaring war on bourgeois words. Now think about how that would work if you can declare war on bourgeois words and control even speech. North Korea has officially banned terms like hamburger and ice cream, and even karaoke. At the new Wasan Resort, tour guides are forced to use clumsy alternatives such as double bread with minced beef and machine with screen accompaniment for karaoke. I'm like, what? Okay, so that's not where you want to go. Now, in the United States, we have a problem with Russian trolls and Chinese trolls and bots. And this was the governor talking about after the Charlie Kirk kind of event, what happened last week after the assassination. He said this.
We are tracking our team, the state team, and I'm sure the federal team as well. What we're seeing is our adversaries want violence. China, we have bots from Russia, China, all over the world that are trying to instill disinformation and encourage violence. I would encourage you to ignore those, to turn off those streams, and to spend a little more time with our families. We desperately need some healing. We'll have more to say about that in the days and weeks to come. more than anything, we are going to catch this person.
Okay, so what he's saying is, yeah, China and Russia, like they're bots and trolls. They're trying to provoke problems within the United States, and so what Russia and China and North Korea, other authoritarians want to do is control their people and sow chaos everywhere else. All right. That's all that I have for this about social media and this update to help you understand what's going on there. Thank you for your time, the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. Oh, by the way, I almost left out the shout out. The shout out here is for Louis Lance. He's an undergrad student. He's on a YouTube member. And thank you, Louis. Louis, I appreciate you. And I just wanted to make sure that you know that. Thank you for the time, the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. And thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.